Well, it's good afternoon, my YouTube friends, and I've just brought you into the grow room. I'm doing a little bit of watering, and so it's a bit of a tight squeeze. I'm on the edge of the table here, just tucked behind this fan. And let's have a look at this one I've just watered and fed now. And this is the Zygopetalum. And can you see, that was bone dry. And let's just have a look. I've got to be so careful now. And you see the buds developing. I have to be careful when I'm watering, because the other one I'm going to show you in a second, I had the wire of the Maxillaria tucked around one of the buds, and I thought, oh goodness gracious, I'm going to lose that one. But fortunately I managed to dislodge it. Now you can see that, can't you, swelling out now. And I don't know how these come out, whether that produces a little bit of a tail there. Can you see the shape of it? And we've got this one, and as we go up. And we've got, so this flower inflorescence here has come out of the same bract, or the same pseudobulb. Here, can you see it? There. So I think, I don't know, because I've never, this plant's new to me. Let me just turn it round. That was the one where we had that funny discoloured leaf, and I've taken that off as best I can anyway. You see how it goes? There's another one there. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I think it's just in its nature. And that's why I keep them where there's a lot of air movement. And if we look at this one, you see this is another growth here. This one. Now, to all intents and purposes, this is just going to be a growth. I don't know about that side. But if we look at the other side of it, it's just got a centre leaf. And I can't see anything coming. I don't like to mesh, I can't see anything coming here. Whereas that came out of that first area, didn't it? There. But this one, there's nothing. Anyway, so we're going to put that down now, so bear with me, because what I don't want to do is try and put it down and then tip it. Hold on. Right, so the next one is the species Zygopetalum, and that's Maxillaria. And people always say to me, oh, you mustn't, or even the books sometimes say, you mustn't repot at certain times. Well, I'm one of those that if I feel that it'd benefit from being potted or changed now with the least disturbance, I will do that. You see, we've got a nice little growth coming there. Now can you see that leaf again? Can you see how it's darkening, going brown? And if you look there, that's that leaf. Can you see that leaf there? Now whether this is a trait of the Zygopetalum, because that Zygopetalum is a hybrid, and I can't tell you exactly what it's between now, but again you see that's got two different species in it, and that is now a hybrid. So anyway, we've got that one now. Now you can see it's been watered, and this was bone dry as well. And you'll see those roots down there. Can you see those roots down there? There. See? Nice green roots. And they actually, I don't know, you'll see, they actually extend down there. You can see them. And then as I pulled it out to water it today, because this hangs up now over there with the Sedirea japonica. And see that green growing tips really settled, and Look, we've got a flower forming. I was really thrilled when I pulled it down, and not expecting, of course, to see anything. Well, why should I? You know what I mean? It's this is one I had off Kathy, and is a species. But there again, you see, I've put it in the slightly bigger container, and the reason I put it in this bigger container was that I didn't want to disturb it. And we've got this growth here, you see, it's doing very well. This is the other growth, this big one here, and that leaf, I'll probably lose that leaf. So there we've got a flower forming now. So I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled to bits with that. And then now, can you see how there's a little drippage of water? These will hang up, and there will be no dripping of water before I put them back on that top shelf there. I don't show this very often. This was one of those that I had, and I didn't know. I had it first on a mount, and it didn't seem to like the mount, and then I think I had it potted and it went downhill, and that's the Maxillaria benbalina and Memoria, sorry, benbalina. And then I've potted it up. When did I pot it up? 06/06/20. I have no idea, because this is just potted in Orchid bark and live moss, and of course it hangs forward like that. Hangs forward. It gets the continual breeze from that fan up there, and you'll see it's still dripping. Can you see? So that's what I say, these don't go back up there until all these drips are finished. And as far as I'm aware, I might look as though I've got one or two bulbs planted a little bit too deep there, but I think it's just a case of when I water it, you see, I plunge it in the pot, and what happens is the force of the water brings up the orchid bark and covers some of those little pseudo bulbs. Anyway, I think that's just starting to come out of the woods, so that's another plus. So what we're looking at now is my Chysis Lamingiai. There we go. And this is one that I had in 27th of April from Curling Orchidine. I've repotted this on the 13th of December. And it was actually, believe it or not, in that same basket, open basket, that I've got the Zygopetalum Maxillaria in. So, and I found this one, and it got a big square taken out underneath, so I've had to improvise and cover it up. Now, this one at the moment I'm only watering with rainwater. You see, can you see the roots? And I've just put a little bit of moss over those roots. I think they extend maybe down there. Can you see there? And with them being, when I hang them back, with them being near that fan, I don't like them to dry out too much, although this one is supposed to have a winter rest. And you'll see I've got it in a little tray of water here, because I can see the roots from this angle, and even though I've sprayed on the top, some of those roots actually looked a little bit dry. So anyway, I watched a video of Anna's, and it's the channel's called Crooked Orchids, and she's only just recently put it up, and it's a Chysis bractescens, and I'm not telling you a word of a lie, the actual plant must have stretched from that end to this end. and they divided it and potted it. I think that was done in October, and what the chappie said, I can't remember who it was now. You see, I've got that new growth. Can you see that little growth there, down there? And of course, and I've got this growth here. And what he said, this was a good time when it's got the new growths to actually repot. And he said, this part here, as this develops, that should have a flower come up inside it, like I've just shown you with the Zygopetalum, the one that's just started to Maxillaria. And this is just dropped a couple of leaves, but there you see that little piece there, that's where the original inflorescence came from. So if that's another bulb, and like this one, I've grown this in my care this year, and I've just put that piece of styrofoam just to elevate it up. And again, you see, when this, can you see that water running now? So this will all be drenched, because of course I've got the vanders underneath, so none of this water will be able to go on the vanders. But I just wanted it to catch some of those roots that have extended out through here. And so that's my Caesis Lamingiai. Now let me see if I can bring this one over. This is the one that I just nearly knocked a bud over. And let me just lift it very, very carefully. This is the one that I got trapped. And this is my Sedirea japonica. That's what I bought it as, Sedirea japonica. And I've had this since November 16. It was repotted June 18, and then I think I refreshed the media in April 20. And it's got a good root system, this has, and actually it's been watered. You'd never believe that, would you? And we had this leaf, and we've got some very, very dry roots there, haven't we? But if I can just manoeuvre it round here and just go in to show you that little bloom there. And you see it against the size of my finger. Absolutely perfect, that is. Oh, and the perfume, it's like a citrusy, lemony. Oh, it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. There we are, you see. And extend down. That one's a little bit smaller. And if we turn round here, you see, that one's a little bit smaller. And there's that one. That's the one that just got trapped. So, and there we've got these others to develop and open. And I mean, I've got some of the others that are budding up nicely now, but I just wanted to show and keep a record of these that actually go over on this top shelf. And then this one here, I think this is Jennifer Palomo. I can't say that word for some reason. That's I think it's been named now, and it's in this little tiny little container just with some water. Can you see? Because I don't want to actually drench them too much. And there's that little bud forming there. And I don't know if it'll allow me to take you down there, but just hold on. See, I don't know. Can you? Oh, come on now. There. That's the bark area, and those buds are developing very nicely as well. So I've got them. I've got everything. Let me see. There's some of the ones that are just in little pots of water, just because they're quite weighted forward, and it's just somewhere to put them. And there we go. So I just wanted to bring you back in and just to show you how things were getting on. And there, of course, are a couple of the big Cattleya types. So thanks for joining me, and like I say, as soon as some of these buds open, especially the Zygopetalum and Zygopetalum, I'll be that excited that I'll be straight back so you can have a look at them. And there we go. And of course this is now called Phalaenopsis japonica, but my label says Sedirea japonica. So thank you for joining me, and enjoy your New Year's Eve. And it's the 31st tomorrow, and then hopefully when the new year starts we'll all feel a little bit safer. So from me to you, take care. Bye bye now.